皆さん、こんばんは。最近はね、ギターばっかり弾いてるから、ビデオ作るなかった。すいません。So lately I've just been playing guitar like nobody's business. I got these permanent divots on my finger. Finally got some good calluses, but I haven't been making any videos. But a couple days ago, I was on a radio station, the AFN, talking about making these videos. And see, I really need to get back and make these videos. One thing we talked about on that radio show was going to a 7-Eleven. So I want to make a video about that. So there's not just 7-Eleven. There's also Family Mart, there's Lawson, there's Daily Yamazaki. I think Poppo is another one. But 7-Eleven is the most frequented one, right? It's the most famous one here. And it's good for good reason, right? It completely blows the stateside 7-Eleven out of the water. And one of the business classes I was taking, we studied 7-Eleven Japan and how they do things so much better when it comes to food prep and stuff like that. But anyways, today we're going to take a trip to the Konbini, which is Konbini, or here, Konbini, which is how you say convenience store in Japanese. Konbini iko ne, konbini ni ikitai. Right? Let's go to the convenience store. So today we're going to go to the Konbini. One thing I've noticed though, what I dislike about the 7-Elevens that are right next to base is that there usually is a long line, right? So I'm looking at it as a business person myself. Why is this line so long? Well, it comes down to that language barrier. There's a few things that I want to teach you today that are going to help you overcome that language barrier and help those lines get a little bit faster, right? So one thing I'll talk about is heating up your food. Absolute beautiful, amazing amounts of food at 7-Eleven. It's like going to a restaurant. I love it. Um, I'm also going to talk about whether or not you get a bag, maybe how to order some stuff behind the counter, just a few tips to help the line get along a little bit better. So first, we'll talk about a bag, right? So before you even go up to the register, decide whether or not you want a bag. And how do you say bag, that you want a bag in Japanese? Well, when you go up to the counter, say, Fukuro onegai shimasu, right? Fukuro onegai shimasu. Whoa, we're not on that level yet. Well, maybe you are, but I'm going to stick to Romaji, which is the English letters. So you say you want a fukuro. Fukuro o onegai shimasu. Onegai shimasu. And we've used that before, and you're going to use it a lot. It's a polite way to ask for something. Onegai shimasu. This wo, you can use it or you cannot use it. It's up to you. You just say fukuro onegai shimasu. Fukuro wo onegai shimasu. So say it with me. Fukuro. Fukuro. Now be careful, okay? So if you say fukuro, that actually means an owl, right? Like here in Iwakuni, we have the Fukuro Koen, which is the owl park, Koen, which, you know what? I'll write it for you so you can use it if you want. Koen is a park. Fukuro Koen. But if you're wanting a bag, you just want a Fukuro. And sometimes I absolutely love learning a new language because you find some similarities between words and you're like, that's interesting. For instance, like a glove, that's a teibukuro. Te is hand, right? But a teibukuro, like a handbag, is a glove. Isn't that funny? So, fukuro onegai shimasu. Or if you don't want a bag, fukuro iranai desu. But when you get there, they're usually like, do you want a bag? Or they're saying something, you can say, daijobu desu. So if you shake your hand like this, it's saying, no, I'm okay. Daijobu desu. Or iranai desu, which means not putting it in. So step one, we'll go back over these. So step one, fukuro onegai shimasu. Fukuro onegai shimasu. All right, now they're putting together a bag, but on your way to the register, you happen for some delicious curry, maybe a little cheeseburger, maybe a whole bento box. There's tons of good food in there, right? And a lot of the food you can have heated up for you. But unlike in the States, it's going to be behind the counter where they're going to microwave it for you. So how do you ask if you want it warm? Because sometimes that freezes up the line. So you can say atatame. Atatame or atatamete onegai shimasu. Same thing over and over again, but I'll write it. Atatame or te atatamete, which is like ikimasu, ite, the te form to do something. Atatamete Onegaishimasu. Write it in English, not the Japanese. Onegaishimasu. Boom. Atatamete onegaishimasu. Atatame onegaishimasu. Atatame is to make warm, right? Atatakai. Atatakai is warm. Atsui is hot. So if you say atsui onegaishimasu, it sounds weird. It's not how you say it. Say atatamete. Atatame onegaishimasu. Atatame onegaishimasu. Good. If you want it hot, that's what you say. Another thing that slows down the line, I'm not going to support you buying tobacco, but if you were to, they put a bunch of numbers on all the different types of tobacco products they have behind there. And a lot of times, one of us that doesn't speak Japanese will get up to the register and we're like, "Ooh, can I have number 29?" Maybe they don't know numbers. And quite often, they don't know the numbers, right? 29, please. One of 29. They don't know what you're saying. So I've already taught you numbers, and this is where it's going to make the line go a lot faster. We're not like, oh, right, right, oh, down, down, left, left, up one. No, you'll be able to order it in Japanese. So say you want number 47, and this is a review of our last lesson with general numbers. You say, 47番を1つお願いします, or 2つ, right, if you want two. 47番を1つお願いします. をHitotsu is one. It's a little bit of a review, right? I'll just throw it up there. Futatsu is two. And Mitsu is three. So, 47番を一つお願いします. And then always that お願いします. It's useful, I told y'all, right? You're always using that お願いします at the bottom. Or say you want number 83. 83番を一つお願いします。を二つお願いします。Or if you're out chilling at a bar, maybe you want a drink, you say ビールを一つ. Nama beer is draft beer, right? But we're not going to go off on a tangent, so we went over the fukuro, asking for the bag. We went over how to actually heat it up. And then quick, before you go up to the register, if you're up there and you say, hey, 133番を二つお願いします. Then they know that you want two of number 133. So review your numbers, and then that's a great way to go out and be able to use it, ask for something like that. One thing we talked about, I got on the radio here a few days ago with AFN talking about 7-Eleven, and the interviewing guy, he's like, hey, I love the food bar that's right there at the counter. They sell like the little chicken pieces. How do you say chicken? Well, it's chicken, same way, because you use katakana. Chicken, right? Or it's tori niku, right? But it's not as easy as saying, can I have one piece of chicken? Because there's so many different types of chickens. There's momotare, shiotare, momoshio, momotare, which is like a sauce or like salt on it. There's the chicken skins, which I love a lot, right? Torihara. There's a lot of different types of chicken. There's those mons. You have butaman, you have pizza man, which is like the bread with the flavor inside of it. So with that, I think the easiest thing to do is to walk over and do the point method. Kore o hitotsu. Kore o futatsu. Kore o mitsu. Always onegai shimasu. Might as well just leave it there, because we're saying onegai shimasu all the time, because we're good patrons, right? We're respectful. All right, so kore o futatsu, which, I'll throw this at you too. There's not really much structure to these videos. The difference between kore, sore, and are. So kore is me, something close to me, the speaker. Kore wa, it's like an eraser thing. Kore wa maka desu, right? Sore is something close to you. So say this is over close to you, say, sore wa kakkui. That's cool, right? Or are is something that is far away, right? And it's just a thing, right? So, are wa ne, are wa, I don't know, kumo, a cloud, right? But kore, sore, are, right? But when you're ordering, you're doing the point and click thing, kore o hitotsu, kore o futatsu, onegai shimasu, atatame. Because a lot of those chicken things, or if you're getting a little fries or something, little chicken pieces, you can say atatame onegai shimasu. Please make it a little bit hotter. All right, so let's do a final review, and I'll keep that onegai shimasu up there because we're always using onegai shimasu, always being respectful. So first we talked about a bag. Do you remember how to ask for a bag, or how do you say bag in Japanese? Fukuro. Fukuro. Right. But not fukuro, which is an owl, right? Okay, so fukuro onegai shimasu. Going up to the register. Ah, fukuro onegai shimasu. Okay, and then also I brought them some of my favorite, right? The curry, butter chicken curries. Ah, これも温めお願いします. Please heat this up. And then I want number 33 from behind the counter. Oh, 33番を一つお願いします. So, お願いします。33番を一つお願いします. Number 33. I want one of those. All right, and that's pretty much it. So like I said, it's a pretty quick video, but it's something that I hope that you can go out there and use a little bit and have fun, make those experiences while living in Japan. Because honestly, your lifelong memories when you leave, whether you're going to live here permanently afterwards or not, someone's going to say, man, you were in Japan. How was that? Well, you know, I was an Apex legend. I got all the trophies on Apex. You know, I completed everything of Assassin's Creed. You know, too many of us stick around inside the barracks and really don't do much. Those lifelong memories are going to be you going to 7-Eleven and using some of this Japanese, as funny as that sounds, or going over there to Miyajima and playing with the deer, or just going to get ramen out in town somewhere. Get out and experience Japan. Have fun while you're here, because you're not going to be here forever. And these are going to be those memories that you look back on. So with that, Saint Peace out.